He says, I want to have sex with you. I said, well, that's unfortunate. Hey guys, it's Kat. Today I'm going to be talking about how I ended up getting left by somebody. Somebody stopped seeing me because I did not believe in abortions for my own body. I do want to preface by saying this is just what I want for my body, and I can only speak from experiences I've gone through. This is not to bash anyone else. This is not saying what to do with your body. I don't care. That's none of my business. Don't come at me with any of those types of things. This is just to say a situation that was just not so good. Okay, so for my birthday this year, I decided, since I had been like 6 months or so since me and my daughter's dad broke up, I decided to make a Tinder account. My best friend helped me create it on my birthday, set it up, whatever. I didn't think much of it. I know Tinder's like kind of a hookup app for the most part. Some people have met their loves of their life from there and like other places like that, but Tinder, it tends to primarily appear to be a hookup app. I don't think it's intended for that. It's just what ends up happening from it. So I wasn't really gonna hang out with anyone from Tinder. The only people I actually ended up hanging out with relevant to it was people I knew anyways, or like, you know, people my friends knew, not actual strangers. And I took a chance on this guy to hang out with him. I didn't really want to. It was after I had worked. I felt like crap. I really didn't want to hang out, but I was like, whatever. You know what? I'll just go ahead and do it, because if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna get to do it, because it was the weekend I didn't have my daughter. So it was then or like that for a long time. We hung out. It was actually pretty nice. We went on a walk and talked and, you know, all that fun stuff. I want to add in, we were actually supposed to go out to eat. I really hate going out to eat. It's fine if I'm comfortable with somebody, but it just, I don't know. That's like what people do, and it probably would have been better had I done that. It's really not smart to, like, I don't know, you should probably do that. This was a series of poor decisions, but, yeah, so I ended up getting, like, too late, and I just really didn't want to go out to eat. I wasn't hungry. I really didn't want to be in public. I just didn't want to deal with people. I should have just, like, not. But I wouldn't have had the story time had this not happened, so. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But, so we hung out and everything. I tend to try to make it known that for my own personal body, I do not want to have an abortion, especially if it's just because I got pregnant from consensually having sex, whether that was irresponsibly or not. I had a kid at 17. If I didn't get an abortion when I got pregnant in high school at 17 in a not good situation, why in the world would I have an abortion at any other point? I don't know, when my life is more together, I guess. I don't get that, and I really don't know why anyone would think that I would, but let me continue on. So, the second time we hang out, I also made it clear about some other stuff as to why I didn't want to do anything and why I was waiting or whatever. And this is kind of funny. And I do feel really weird about putting my personal life out there like this, but whatever. He says, I want to have sex with you. I said, that's unfortunate. And I should have stuck to that. Oh my gosh, this feels so weird, like, talking about this and being so vulnerable. Like, I wouldn't care to tell my friends this stuff, and I have told my friends this stuff, but oof, it's just weird. I'm sorry if I keep looking at the viewfinder instead of looking at you. It's because I don't really, this lighting is weird, and the background's not the best, and it doesn't really matter. I just keep looking at that. It's hard to not just look at myself, and I did my makeup, so with the new Jaclyn Hill palette, which I love, but that's really irrelevant. So anyways, stuff might have happened, and then we get later into this, you know, maybe a week or two later into whatever this thing was, and I had asked multiple times, like, I always ask what people are looking for. I mean, he even asked me if I wanted more kids, so I don't really know what he was going for. He claims a relationship. Pretty sure it was just a hookup. Whatever. My thing is, why can't people just be blunt about that? Because there are a lot of people out there that are just looking for hookups, female or male, so I don't. Why can't y'all just be honest? Because 1, it's going to cause confusion. 2, it's going to cause hurt. 3, I just don't get it. I had invited this person to go to church with me, which is a very big deal to me. Now, if someone isn't into that, I thought this person was into that, I wouldn't push my beliefs upon them. I just always invite people anyways, because someone is interested, like, you know, feel comfortable to come with me. I was also like more heavily into the church at this point. Still not like as much as I have been previously, but that's beside the point. We're gonna call this person Ben. That's not their name, that's not even close to their name. Don't try to figure out who this person is, you're not going to. I don't think anyone would really care to, but just saying. If you know me and you don't know this situation, you have no idea who this is. This person is not someone that I have talked about, because it wasn't much of a thing unless I told you the specific story. Let me read the messages. I can actually potentially insert screenshots, but I said, so is this just a hookup thing? Because it's sure feeling like it. They said, not a hookup thing. I said, sure feels like it. And then this Ben says, I feel like I'm not ready for what you want. I need some more time. I said, yeah, okay. My thing is, don't start something with someone. Like, if you don't know where you stand with a person, I just don't jump into sex. I don't really understand. Like, I thought we were on the same page with everything, and we weren't. I hate really admitting this because so many people, it's like kind of a taboo thing to talk about this type of thing other than with just like your friends. But here we are, me sharing it for the world to know. And Ben then says, think what you want. I said, AKA you wanted a hookup, said otherwise, decided you made a wrong decision, got it. Said no true, beautiful. I think they meant not true. Calling me beautiful does not make things better, FYI. I know I know my value. I don't need somebody else to tell me. Thank you. And I already said that I'm not into the whole casual thing. I tell people that, like, I'm not into casual relationships. That's just not a thing for me. If we are not in an actual relationship, I don't want to hear about your day. I don't care. If we're not friends, I don't care about your day. Like, I will talk to random strangers, but I just don't do the casual relationship thing. I'm either single or not. Nor do I have the time and energy for that. I'm a mom. Like, what? And now I'm in school. Like, I wasn't in school at the time, but still. So we get into kind of a discussion about the church thing and why they acted like they were gonna go and then like bailed on going, which, like, whatever. The church thing wasn't that big of a deal, but it led into a different discussion. They ended up going into saying that I'm not going to see you anymore. I said, that's the choice you want to make. And they said, yes, it's for the best. You weren't a hookup, so don't think that. We just don't mesh well. And you know that I think. Do you think? Because clearly you didn't with typing this. Okay. You're gonna do whatever Katrina wants to do, and that's not what I'm interested in. In my head, a relationship is give and take and not what only one person wants. So what are you talking about? I was saying how I hate when people don't compromise. I literally say all the time, the reason me and my daughter's dad's relationship failed was because of lack of communication, thorough communication, and just not willing to make it work. And I'm not going to say that it wasn't on my end, but I'm not going to say that it was, because we went to therapy. I know what I needed to fix. It just didn't work out. We'll say that. I said, what is my way? Not wanting just a hookup, which is fine if you're going into something thinking it's just a hookup, but both people need to be on the same page. Because like I said, I'm not going to pretend to care about your day if I don't care about your day. I'm sorry, the sun is probably kind of setting in this video, so if the lighting's all screwy, that would be why. And this person goes on to say, I can't worry every day possibly having a baby with you because I want to be intimate with you. I'm not ready for that, and I barely know you. If you barely know me, why sleep with me? You're pretty firm on your stance and I'm on the other side. That stress I cannot live with day in and day out. I'm going to avoid that situation by not seeing you. Also, what you call sassy, I've had women like that in the past and it seems like it's all fine in the moment, but looking back at those past relationships, all we did was argue about things. I don't want to constantly argue with someone I'm in love with. You don't seem like the person who lets go and forgets about the past either, which kind of bothers me. I'm super laid back for the most part and let things go. I want a person who is like that. If I were to make a mistake, I have a feeling you wouldn't let me forget about it and constantly bring it up and putting me down. First of all, no idea where that person got this impression because we never were that close that they would have had the ability to get that impression. Like, I never talked about anything that was relevant to that, but okay. These are my feelings and thoughts. Don't just B-word at me and rip me apart for expressing myself. I won't trust a piece of latex that can fail very easily. If you say you are the forgiving type, okay. I said it's better than nothing. It's more effective than most things. Birth control can fail as well. He said both are true. I said exactly, and that's fine that you believe in abortion, but I do not. Yet again, I told you that from day one. It's my body and you need to respect that. I can compromise on some things, but I will not go against my beliefs and my body through that. Put my body through that. Okay, that's why I'm not going to see you anymore. To me, you're a liability. I said, wow, you're childish. Good luck with that. He said, thank you, smiley face. It just comes down to the facts that you want a child, and I definitely do not right now. I said, all of this should have been communicated before sleeping with me, and I do not want a child right now. You are just ignorant to the entire process of it all. And what I meant by that is the process of abortion. If you don't know how much that puts a female's body through, and how hard that is for a female to go through, no matter what the situation, that is a hard process, and it's not good for your body. I'm not saying anyone should or shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that it's, especially if someone doesn't want to do that, they should not have to. He said, guess so. I said, clearly, exactly why I avoid boys, laughing, crying face. A real man doesn't act like this. I don't know. It was just petty, I guess. I was a little entertained, to be honest. Plus, I was reading through these to my mom and Mika at the same time. Mika's my best friend, if y'all didn't know. He said, I'm gonna pull out a fact because you called me ignorant. You've been pregnant 2 times. I'm pretty sure you don't know the process of it all. I said, won't see me because I don't believe in abortion. Destroying my body, that's pathetic. When there's other ways of being saved. Do you understand how awful the abortion process is? It's not just a simple procedure. And here's a little add-in. It's not a form of birth control either. I said, oh, well, I'm well aware. Difference is I was going to be marrying the guy and didn't care about being responsible. Not that it was a good decision, which is true with Mari's dad. We weren't the smart. I wasn't on birth control, and yes, that wasn't the smartest decision, but like I was also an ignorant child, which I was a child, but that's kind of irrelevant. I've had a kid now and I know about the process of it all. He said, I won't be seeing you anymore. Sorry, I'm a F-boy. He said the full thing, but I'm trying to not curse in here. I said, after all this, I wouldn't have wanted to see you anyways, trying to tell me what to do with my body. Ha. If you won't see someone because they won't have an abortion, that's pathetic. He said, I'm not telling you what to do with your body. I'm telling you why I can't be with you. I said, because I won't have an abortion? He said, no. I said, okay, then what's the reason? He said, I cannot risk getting a girl pregnant. You don't take birth control, which is the most effective measure against pregnancy besides abstinence, which I can't do because I'm weak. You're right about that, but whatever. And in the event that you do get pregnant, you'd keep the child, and I can't agree with that at this point in my life. I said, I do take birth control. There's just a situation why I couldn't explain that in here at this point in time. I said, you can't be abstinent for a month. There was a month till I was going to get back on birth control. And he went on to like some stuff that I'm not gonna really put in here, but like why he couldn't, like descriptive stuff. It's almost like complimenting me, but I'm not gonna go into that because that's kind of weird. And I said, then use protection. If you can't even remain abstinent, this is irrelevant with me. I'm saying in general, if you can't remain abstinent until someone gets on birth control, use protection at the very least. And he said, I don't trust those odds. They make me uncomfortable and worry. I said, not using any protection is worse. He said, yes, which is why I have to stop having sex with you. And then he just essentially was just saying that he was done, like, whatever. He said, I'm scared of you, by the way. I said, scared? What? You're aggressive and easily irritated. I don't want to cause conflict with you. I said, okay, well, communication is a key. But also, let me add in, ha! Good, you should be. Sorry, I'm fine. I'm back to normal cat. I've learned that easier said than done when I'm scared of you. You're scared of me, that's cute. Anyways, this person continues to go on and about how they didn't just want to hook up, that's 100% what they wanted. And essentially acting like abortion is a form of birth control when it's not. Okay, this is editing cat, post-gym self cat. I wanted to apologize for being all over the place. And I also wanted to say that a lot of this was communicated, we had communicated it in person prior. Like, we communicated in person. He just didn't. I should say I communicated everything. I tried to, I pretty much overly communicate stuff so that way, people know. But, if you don't listen, I guess you wouldn't know. And I was just kind of flabbergasted by it all. So that's why I was sharing this. And I did end up, he still, was complimenting me and, tried talking to me and messaging me. And I did kind of like let it go on to see where it would go, which is honestly what I did with all of this. I pretty much knew once he like said the comment that essentially he wasn't going to see me anymore because of the fact that I wouldn't get an abortion if I got pregnant. When, like, isn't that common sense since I had a child in high school? Like, if I was gonna get an abortion, wouldn't I have gotten one then? And then, yeah, I didn't really give a lot of thoughts on this, so I can do a part 2 answering any questions or thoughts, or if you guys want advice, or, you know, any information, let me know. If you guys like hearing about this stuff, I can tell another. I can do more story times like this, though. I have one other one I can do. So if you like hearing about this stuff and like just kind of how dating is as a single teen mom, especially, and now that I'm in college and working and all that stuff, let me know. Because life's been a little chaotic, but I can let y'all in on some of it if you'd like. I also will give him credit for the fact that he did like say the stuff pretty well and like wasn't completely jerky about it. I was just shocked because of the fact that I literally tell people from day one that I do not believe in abortion for my own body. And literally in my Tinder bio, I said that I was a Jesus lover and a young mom. Like, what? What? Okay, sorry. The lighting has completely gone down. But I just thought this was an entertaining story. I hope you guys get some entertainment out of it. Basically, the guy wanted to hook up. I don't really understand what the whole thing was. And this is why you shouldn't do this. Like, I'm not promoting just hooking up with people. Safe sex and sex within a stable situation, whether that be marriage or whatever, you know. You do you, boo. I don't really care. My point of this is some people are just something else, to say the least. This is not to bash on anybody. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say that. This is purely for entertainment, because I found entertainment in this, and I hope you do too. I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe below. If you think this is funny, also like this video. If you think this is crappy, also like this video. You know, whatever. I know this isn't the typical content I post, but this was just freaking hilarious to me. So, yep. There you go. There's a story time for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I still really cannot believe I just told you guys some personal information, but whatever. Here you go. Hope y'all enjoyed it, because felt vulnerable telling it.